What up, guys? Mad Viking, resurrected from the dead. I'm back. I've returned like the particle sun. My phone issues are over. New phone. I'm back to making videos. My cats are back to annoying me while I try to make them. But regardless, I'm back. Hunting has sucked, but there's some wrestling news. Mainly wrestling news. I'll start off with, well, the WWE has announced that Brock Lesnar is not going to be fined, which I said they weren't going to fine him to begin with. And he doesn't really count, as they say, as a professional wrestler because he only wrestles a few times a year. Therefore, he's considered a part-time wrestler. Therefore, he doesn't get tested. Which made me think, well, does that mean everybody else they bring back? Like Triple H? Or like Batista? Or whoever? That means they're part-time wrestlers, right? So does that mean they don't get tested either? I mean, what wrestler hasn't left the WWE and made an accusation that Triple H is a juice head? Makes you wonder. But no fines for the Man Beast. His match at SummerSlam is going on a schedule where he will stomp the shit out of Randy Orton. I don't know why Dusty Rhodes popped into my head. But yeah, that'll be a nice test for Randy when he's getting dumped on the back of his shoulders and neck 20 times during that match. Or 50. I'll go 50. Not all suplexes, but he's going to get dumped all over the back. All over his back and shoulders. Knock it off. Jeez. Alright. Now, as you know, the brand split happened. SmackDown looked totally inferior, totally weak. And that's because that's how it was drafted. The WWE's already tried to make some amends by it. Alright, at least he's leaving. By bringing back some blasts from the past and some not so. They're bringing back Cameron. I keep saying in my past videos I was saying Naomi, but Naomi never went anywhere. She just wasn't used on TV. They're bringing back Cameron. Rhino, as we saw, made his debut on SmackDown, and I don't know if it was because I was at my brother's house watching his kids, and the volume wasn't really up, but it didn't really seem that the audience gave a shit. Was that me, or am I wrong? I'm glad he's back, but when they were calling him the #1 free agent that they found, it's kind of scary. How can you say that over Shelton Benjamin? Granted, okay, Rhino or Benjamin hasn't won the NWA title or the ECW title, or at least the real one. I don't know about when they brought the old one back. Shelton Benjamin can pretty much out-wrestle Rhino any day of the week. But I'm glad Shelton Benjamin is returning. It leaves me hopeful still that maybe Angle is coming and maybe Haas to redo Team Angle. I'm hoping and wishing. They'd be fools not to bring Angle back. Seth and, well, they had the tournaments on Monday Night Raw, and they were some actual good matches. I thought they were giving away some future pay-per-views there. But it looked like they were welcoming Finn to the main roster by beating the piss out of him for both matches, but then he somehow won. Same thing with Roman Reigns. It was like, welcome back, meth head. Let's stomp you in the corner for a few minutes. But Seth won his match and Finn won his, and they're going on to fight for the imaginary Universal He-Man Championship belt. I don't know. I guess they're getting rid of the old WCW belt. You know, this mecca of a belt, this beauty. Because I guess they want to totally now finally bury WCW. I mean, this belt, this is what belts are supposed to look like, not that tacky shit that they have now. And then you make the same tacky shit for the women to carry around. This is when the King of Kings, not the King of Kings, but the Kings of Wrestling wore this belt. And I'm not talking about Goldberg. I'm talking about like Ric Flair and Harley Race, and, well, Ricky the Dragon and Steamboat didn't hold this. This was an NWA belt, though, back in the day. So maybe he did. I'm not too sure. But this was the old NWA. This was WCW. This was World Championship Classic Wrestling or whatever it was before they were turned into WCW. Like I said, this is what belts used to look like, boys and girls. I know, you know, even the littlest kid watching knows this belt, but this is what belts look like. This is my favorite anyway. It's the only one I bought. I bought it at 2005 at a SmackDown ECW show in Tampa for $299. What do they sell these things for now? $380. Granted, I didn't even get a nameplate for that. And one of the jewels is missing, but I don't care. It still rocks. But, yeah, Finn and Seth will be fighting for the new imaginary title. What am I missing? I know I glanced over something. Oh, and Ziggler and Ambrose will fight for the World Heavyweight title on SmackDown, which will be a really good match. And granted, Ziggler might be getting a push, but does anybody believe he's winning that match? If Ambrose didn't lose this last weekend, he's not losing to Ziggler. Maybe they'll start a feud out of it, but nothing's happening. Nothing's changing hands there. The Dudley Boys have come to a multiple-year contract with the WWE, so I guess both parties have enjoyed their time here, even though they haven't really done diddly squat, other than fight the Wyatts at first and the Usos, and since then they've kind of just been jobbing every once in a blue moon, but where the hell are they? They're not doing anything. But I guess they're happy here because they re-signed. Oh, this is awesome. For fans of the TV show Vikings on the History Channel, Edge Copeland got a recurring role, leading role on that show. So if you watch that show like I do, you're going to see Edge on there next season. Or this season coming up. So that's a big score for old Edge, huh? Big acting credit. All the McMahons, except for... Yeah, all the McMahons. They're playable characters in the new WWE 2K, whatever, 17 game. Do you care? I mean, who's sweating to go play Stephanie? For those wondering, that Sunny Boy spot this week with New Day, it was pretty shitty. It was horrible. The guy playing Sunny Boy, if you're wondering, yes, that was a plant. He was an independent wrestler from I don't care where. His name was Mustafa Aziz, and he was a horrible actor. You could tell from the first 2 seconds that it was a plant. That was a stupid bit, too. But with that angle, though, and they did that promo video, like I said, boy, it seemed like a going-away video, didn't it? Like, thanks for all your time, guys. Here's a video of how good you used to be. Now, here comes the Bullet Club, and they're going to stomp you silly. And that's pretty much how it looked to me in my eyes. There's already big heat on Nia Jax because of her match on Monday. I've looked. It's been posted. I can't tell where other than when I think she had the girl in the Tree of Woe. She kicked her in the face or did like some downward punch. And apparently she busted the chick's mouth or lip open. And it was getting so bad that the ref was, you know, they stopped matches now and trying to patch them up. He pulled the gloves out and he was going to fix her up. And she kept fighting and beating on the chick until she got the pin or whatever. So I guess there's heat on her because she messed the chick up and wasn't safe. And I guess she was basically just going out there on her own, doing whatever the hell she wanted. So, like I said in other videos, I guarantee you that chick was going to hurt people. First match in, what do you know? Other signees that are potentially returning, this one kind of shocked me because apparently if you follow dirt sheets and read anybody's books about this girl, she was supposedly a very big biatch. Caused a lot of problems backstage. She used to date Johnny Morrison, and supposedly when she was dating him, she was banging Batista on the side, things like that. Or just running her mouth in the ladies' locker room, thinking she was like the female Hulk Hogan. And she even had her stuff thrown out of the locker room at one point by Lita, because that's how hated she was. Well, there's rumors she's very close to signing a contract. Okay. I don't know how old she is. I remember her being a pretty decent wrestler. It'll probably piss the female locker room off. Oh well. We'll see if this is real or not, but they said she's very close to signing. I guess Cody Rhodes filmed this weekend with Ring of Honor. And I think he was trying to make it out like it was a one-time thing, but he's already hinting that it wasn't, and that he is very happy with them, and that he's possibly joining the Bullet Club. Now, go back and watch some of my prior videos. Did I not say that was going to happen? Which will be good for him. He ain't going to be the leader because they have like 2 co-leaders now. Michael Page. Who's the other one? Oh, and Kenny Omega. And everybody else, I'm not even going to get into the Bullet Club. But yeah, there's 2 co-leaders right now, so unless he goes in there and shakes crap up, he ain't going to be a leader. And everybody keeps saying, well, Bayley's stunt on the pay-per-view was a one-time thing. She's going back to NXT. Yes, she's going back to NXT. But apparently, we don't have to wait all year for her to possibly get drafted in next year's draft, because supposedly she's going to be fighting Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. So she's going to be brought back at some point. And I said, how could they stick her back there for a whole another year after they saw her debut and, you know, how the crowd took off with her. And people are like, oh, there's no women left after Soka. Well, that's not true. I've been to a couple shows already. And the last one I went to, the match opened with women fighting. There was a tag team women's match, and another singles. There was 8 chicks fighting on that damn show. But granted, one of them was Alexa Bliss, and one of them was Carmella, and there was no Soka. That Amanda Moon, and she keeps changing her name. She was there. I don't know. There's plenty of women, and I'm sure there's more I haven't even seen yet. There's been a lot of rumors why Charlotte dropped her belt on Monday, supposedly because there was a heat on her. Supposedly it's because management wasn't happy with her anymore, and they wanted to get the belt off her and put it on Sasha Banks. And it was kind of like that, but it wasn't. Supposedly Vince is still high on her and was very happy with her run. Said she basically made the women's belt legit. I don't think there was ever a problem with the women's belt being considered legit, but he said he was happy with her run. But they wanted, creative wanted to have a big boom surprise and have something happen on the first live Raw after the draft. And it was Sasha Banks having her lifetime moment, you know, winning the belt. And it was, I guess Triple H pushed for it really hard too, because that's his baby, not his particular one, but it's one of many. And she's coming from NXT, so he wants to see her bloom. Oh, more movie news. Never watched any of these. I don't care to watch them, but I guess Seth Rollins has a starring role in Sharknado 4. For those of you who watch Sharknadoes. The Rock is rebooting the Disney film Jumanji. I don't know. The first one was alright, but I don't know what's the obsession with rebooting all these films. And that film isn't even that old, and it's a Robin Williams movie, which is kind of a classic. That might have some backlash on it, like this Ghostbuster chick flick did, which seems to be dying at the movies. It only made came in like 6th place or something this weekend. But oh yeah, he's gonna be starring in it with Joe Jonas. I don't know, man. And his show Ballers on HBO that I watch and I love, it's being picked up for season 3. And that reminded me, season 2's on right now, and I think I've only watched 2 or 3 episodes. So, Ballers, by the way, is not for kids, so wait till you're 18. And there was 3 cuts made today or yesterday, all from NXT. Really, maybe you could say 2 are surprising, but for me, the one really isn't. ZZ Lupe, the crack wrestler. In my eyes, he really had no business being signed. I mean, the guy is like 3'8", I don't know, maybe 4 feet tall, and they're going to make him a wrestler. And even if they did make him a wrestler, all he would be is some bit comedy wrestler like Santino, and he'd be Santino if he was lucky. But they've cut him loose. I know he was on the show Breaking Ground or whatever. I've never watched any, but from what I've been told, it was when he was on, they were basically just like what they were doing in Tough Enough, just basically pointing out how He's unfit. He's not trying. He doesn't belong there. But he's gone. I've never seen him at any shows. I missed Sarah Lee at the last one, but she was doing the meet and greet. But Josh Woods, if anybody knows about him, he's a very talented dude. Amateur MMA. He's state wrestling champion. He's multiple time, whatever Brock Lesnar did back in the day. He was wrestling under a mask in NXT, and I guess, if I remember right, he was just being used as a jobber to the NXT guys. I thought at first, when they said Josh, I thought that was the guy from Tough Enough with the ponytail. Or that would be Big Josh. That'd be the Yeti guy, isn't it? I don't know. And then Tom Kingdom. Does anybody... I've never heard of him. Never seen him. But they were all let go. Which makes you wonder. There were some more cuts right there. And I'm sure there'll be some more. As more people are brought in or brought up. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm back. Glad I didn't lose anybody. I think I actually gained some people since I was gone. But like I said, if you like what you saw, leave a comment. Hit me up in the comments. Subscribe. And come back for more. That's it. Oh, shit. Yeah, hey, Christian. I know I'm using my other thing. I know I was going to give you a shout-out. WWE Toy Hunts guy. For your phone. I got this at Walgreens. I use it sometimes. I was going to give you a shout-out on stuff in my next video. I think I paid $10 for this. Like I said, it's not bad. It's extendable. You just slide your phone in. This is what I use, though. And this thing's great. Oh, shit. How am I going to do it? Because I can't turn my camera around. And I won't be able to see if I'm actually showing you it. Damn it. I'll show you that in the next video. But, like I said, man, I got this at Walmart, or Walgreens, by the front cash register. It'd probably help you out so you don't drop your phone so much. But like I said, the other thing I'll show you, you'll probably want that a lot more, because it's movable and bigger, and I got it on eBay, or type in camera tripods on Amazon or eBay, and you'll see. You'll see all types of stuff. But I'll still show it in the next video. But anyway, guys, catch you next time. Peace.